Hello, my name is Amos Izerimana, Director for the Office for Immigrant Affairs. Today we are at 5th and Chestnut Street at Abyssinia Ethiopian Restaurant. So we'll be learning about the authentic cuisines that they offer here at Abyssinia. And we'll be also talking to a recent author who wrote a cookbook about how you can bring Ethiopian cuisine to your home and try it out yourself. And so join me today as we dine around the world right here in Louisville. So I'm here with Mr. Arafine Reda, who is the owner of Abyssinia, and we're going to learn more about your restaurants. Thank you for having us today. I'm very excited to try the food and taste it, but also learn about Ethiopian culture.
So we have been in this business over 10 years. We serve Ethiopian foods.
Yeah.
We have serving vegetarian, meat, chicken, lamb, everything.
Yeah.
And after the meal also we serve the fresh coffee, Ethiopian coffee.
Yes.
This Abyssinia is just located 5th and Chestnut, 554 South 5th Street.
Yes.
Please come and visit us, we will serve you good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, I love Ethiopian food and I come here often. So the sambusas are really good.
Yes.
Also the tea, you didn't mention the tea, it's
Yes,
really
we
good
have a special
as well.
Ethiopian tea.
Yes, the Ethiopian
Yeah,
tea is also
club
really
serving, yeah,
good.
yes.
So you've been here 10 years.
Over 10 years.
And it's a family-owned restaurant?
Yes, this is my family business. So instead of to go to Ethiopia, we come over here
Yes.
with all recipes. So we are ready to serve you
Yeah.
Ethiopian food.
Well, so we are very, very lucky to have you in Louisville, as part of this community, but also offering this very authentic,
Yes.
style of food from Ethiopia that we get to experience. Those who work here, but also live in this area,
Yes.
can come and try something new. You're well connected and involved in our community. And when I think of matter, I don't think of a cookbook. So I'm really excited to learn about the inspiration for the cookbook itself. So if you could just introduce yourself and let us know, some of the other work that you do, but also what led you to creating this cookbook.
Thank you. I'm just so happy to have this opportunity to share a little bit about me, but highlighting the cookbook. But I am not a chef. I cooked growing up cooking with my mom in the kitchen. Probably spent more time eating than actually cooking and just watching her. But this book was a response to a war that took place and is currently taking place in Ethiopia, specifically in the Tigray region, and has spread throughout Ethiopia. For the past several years, my family, my community, and I have been seeking an outlet to bring awareness to Tigray. So this cookbook is our tribute to the people of Tigray, people of Ethiopia, in a way to bring communities together, to foster love, as well as being able to share the language of food.
Yeah.
So by sharing Ethiopian cuisines and highlighting on Tigrayan dishes, we're also able to share our culture and our traditions that I grew up knowing as well and practiced while living here in Louisville, Kentucky.
So Ethiopia is actually well known, I would say. I mean, you come from being one of the only African countries that were never colonized, but also, it's even like in ancient history, you hear about Ethiopia. What are some of the specialties, the unique things that you wanted to highlight in this book that you felt was not understood by the public?
One thing is, when it comes to Ethiopian food, we think about spices, right? Like there's beta, which is a really existential spice that's found throughout Ethiopia, as well as Ethiopian food caters to all different types of people. If you're vegan, if you're a meat lover, gluten-free, like our injera, the base of what we eat our food with. So we have something for anybody and everyone.
Yeah.
So I think this is really important for us to highlight, along with the significance of the different types of dishes. There are several dishes throughout this book that you'll find only during celebrations, such as holidays, baptisms, weddings, birthdays. So, as well as some dishes that are made out of labor of love that takes so much time. And for someone to create a dish like our chicken stew, or dorho, this is a labor of love. So for someone to create something like that, you know.
Yeah. And that's what I love about this book, because it's not just your regular, cookbook that you will have in your kitchen, but it also has an introduction into the cultures that you will find in Ethiopia. And, I say cultures because I know there are so many different, areas, but also so many different traditions. So for somebody who has never had any Ethiopian food, what would you recommend for them if they're grabbing this cookbook and they want to learn about Ethiopian cuisine?
Oh my God, that's a really tough question. I would say lead with an open mind, right? Know that you are, like, I am taking you to Ethiopia with this book, but I'm also breaking it down in a very digestible way.
Yeah.
So the way that I've even written this book with my colleagues and my partners is with appetizers, right? Something like our traditional bread that's easy to absorb if you like to eat bread, as well as our lentil soup. Dishes that I think would be a great representation, an easy way for someone to lean into Ethiopian food. And I think that it's not very spicy, because I think when people think of Ethiopian spices, and when they think of spices just in general, it's gonna, like, my mouth is gonna be on fire. And that's not the case, right? Like, sometimes these spices just bring out the flavors of these dishes.
I've already looked through this book and I'm like, what can I make at home? But also just being able to find all the various ingredients in the various, grocery stores that we have here in Louisville that sell, both African and other international ingredients. So I'm really excited to dive into the book, but also try more Ethiopian food.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like us to know about the book and Ethiopian food?
This is our way of bringing people to the table. So let's eat together, and for us to eat together and have conversations, we're also supporting people back in Ethiopia through the funds that we raise from this book. So as we're eating together, we're also putting food on other people's plates.
And that's a very noble cause that just brings everybody together. Food always is the community, creates that community where, it doesn't matter what, where you're coming from or, what you speak. Food speaks for itself. Yeah. So thank you for making this.
Thank you. I'm excited to share it with you all and to share our foods today, like our different dishes.
All right, so let's learn about all those dishes.
Yes, let's do it.
So we are now in the kitchen, joined by
Negesti.
Gisti, who is going to be making a dish for us. What are we making today again?
We're gonna make shiro.
Shiro?
Yeah, shiro. This is very popular dish in Ethiopia,
Yes.
especially when we fasting. Like we don't eat meat like 400 days.
Yeah.
Then very popular dishes in Ethiopia.
Usually, how long does it take to make this dish?
This dish about 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
very quick. So even I can make it at home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
10,
Okay.
15
Good. Well, so we're gonna start cooking to get to see how the finished product looks.
First, we put the onions.
Okay. All right.
Then we put olive oil. Then garlic. Then water.
So how long do you have to do this process for?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the water is boiling, we're gonna put the shiro.
Okay. So wait for it to boil.
Yeah.
So we know that in the region, Ethiopia, for example, there's been, when you talk about food and I would say food security, Ethiopia, Yemen, to the north, have been a big part of that conversation, and for a long time too, right? And so, could you talk a little bit more about what, how that has impacted the way Ethiopians view food, or even how the rest of the world sees Ethiopia?
It's interesting because growing up, I've always heard two narratives, right? One is Ethiopians don't have food, right? And this has a lot to do with the famines that we've experienced generation after generation. But then,
And a little bit salt.
just a little bit of salt. And especially the famine that took place in Ethiopia in the 70s, right? That led to over 1 million people dying due to a massive man-made famine due to war, and which ultimately led into a song that we know, "We Are the World" by Quincy Jones and
Very
Richie.
popular song.
Very popular song. And then on the other hand, we would hear like people rave about Ethiopian food. They love all the different flavors and just like how interactive and what the different types of experiences people have from eating to sipping on coffee. So yeah, I think Ethiopia has a very interesting relationship with food.
Yeah. And you can see that even here in Louisville, right? We have many Ethiopian restaurants that have been here for a very long time.
Very long time.
And so when you talk about Ethiopian food, most people would know where to go.
Yes.
Right? And here downtown, Abisinia is one of those restaurants that has been there for a while. Has survived the pandemic, which impacted many restaurants here in our region. So, I can see that, translating into our community as well. You're gonna show us how to make the stuffed jalapenos.
Okay.
Okay.
We have jalapeno, and this one is tomato, garlic, and onions,
Red onions.
red onions. And we open the jalapeno first. We have to take out the seeds,
Okay.
and we have to put olive oil
Okay.
and a little salt, and mix together. And we stuff it in here.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, yeah,
My
my
favorite.
favorite too.
Yeah.
This is the
Already
jalapeno.
looks great. So.
Yes.
It's the jalapeno.
So we don't waste food.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you don't want to.
Use every part of it.
So how much of this is enough for one person? Is this good for one person?
Yeah, for one person. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. First the onion,
The onion.
oil, and a garlic, and a water. When the water's just boiling, we're gonna put the color in there. And a salt.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna put everything on a plate.
Yeah.
And you said this is the family plate.
Family
right?
style, yeah.
Family style. So it's a large plate.
Yes.
And so we're gonna start with injera. Can you tell us a little bit more about injera, how it's made?
Injera is made from egg, and we ferment it for 48 hours.
48 hours?
Yeah, then we grill it.
Okay. It looks great and it smells great. So, so
F is gluten free.
Yeah.
it's gluten free. Okay.
Gluten free. Yeah.
Good. So a lot of these foods are very healthy. So
Yeah,
this is
very healthy.
exciting. All right. So what are we gonna put on the plate first?
We're gonna put the salad first
Okay.
on the middle.
In the middle. Okay. presentation always just makes it even more appetizing.
Yes,
Even with
absolutely.
just
Then we're gonna
the
put
salad, it
the
always looks good. Already looks
Color
good.
green. Then shiro. The jalapeno. Put the injera on the side.
The side. Wow. So how many people would typically eat a plate like this?
4, 5 people.
4 or 5 people? Okay.
That's good for people.
Wow, okay. It's a lot of food.
A lot of food.
Yeah.
This is what we call night som.
Nice
So
one.
It's a vegan.
vegan
It's like a big
fasting
one.
food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And so when you're fasting, at what time do you break your fast?
Oh, so this is a different type of fasting.
Uh-huh.
So it's not about the time. We can eat
Oh, okay, you can eat.
any time of the day, but the way that we fast is we're just vegan.
Okay.
Like
so you-
throughout, like
Okay.
as leading up to a holiday, say for like Easter,
Yeah.
55 days we're fasting. Christmas fasting 40 days.
40 days.
And then throughout the year, it's a total of about 200 days.
Yeah.
Okay. So
fasting.
200 days of fasting, and
And
you're just eating
Wednesday,
vegan.
Friday, we don't eat.
Yeah.
Fasting.
Wednesdays and Fridays we don't
We
eat
fasting,
meat,
yeah.
so we fast.
don't eat meat.
So okay.
So this is what we would eat at home.
So every Wednesday and Friday.
Yes.
Oh, throughout the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, amazing. Okay, so are we ready to eat?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
I'm excited. Okay, so we are ready to eat.
Yes.
Very excited.
Me too.
Let's see what we have here. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Wow, it looks great.
Looks great.
All right, so you were saying that you were going to teach me the actual eating etiquette.
Yes.
So, what do we start with? Can you show me how we do this?
So this is family style. So we're eating out of a meso, so woven basket.
Okay. A meso or meso?
Meso.
Meso.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is how we would traditionally eat back home with your family. There'd be 5, 6 of us. Anybody can dig in. So first thing is you grab your injera and you only use your right hand.
Right hand, okay.
Right hand.
Okay.
So here, just keep it on the side here, and then just take a piece, kind of turn it, take a little piece,
Okay.
and then what you ultimately do is you're just gonna pinch at all of your favorite pieces of the dish, whatever you want, and then you
it.
eat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
we made that.
Yeah, we just made this.
Yes.
Now, tasting it is
Tasting it.
even better.
Yeah, so you just go around, and so with the shuro, I love combining it with the hamli, with the greens, and then obviously the salad. The citrusy of the lemon really pairs well.
Yes.
And then with the shuro, you would eat it with the stuffed peppers. So you just take a stuffed pepper. You can do that now if you like. Yeah. Once
to
you
it.
get
Let's
once you
get to
get
it.
yeah, you got that shuro palate in your mouth. So you just take this, and then you just bite right into it.
Wow. Wow.
Very crunchy.
Very crunchy.
Yeah.
Would not expect it.
No,
Tastes
you would
like
not
this.
expect it. It has like a really nice crunch to it, and it pairs really
does.
well. And then you just dive back into eating the shuro and the salad and the green.
Okay, this is one of coffee. It's a green bean. We roast it, then we ground it, and we make coffee. Yes, that's organic.
Yes.
Wow.
From
And,
Ethiopia.
and you pick it in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So you start from the actual green,
Yeah,
and then you roast.
roast it.
Okay. That's that
Yes.
process.
Yes.
Then you grind it.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
So as a to show
You have to smell it first.
Wow.
you pretty
you
much
know.
have that aromatic
aroma, yes.
in the room.
Wow.
It's a nice gesture to your guests. Yeah. So traditionally at home, like we would roast our own beans,
Oh.
like every day.
Every family there.
Yeah,
Wow.
we roast our own beans, like right on the spot, and then we grind it, and then we make our coffee.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole process, yeah.
So there's no quick meals. You have to
No quick meals.
no quick meals.
We
You
don't
have to be
half-ass
there
it.
in the process and actually get through it.
Yes. And
That's great. It creates community too. That you know,
does.
that bond with the family. But also, if you have guests, you know, they get to experience
Yes.
that process for each family.
It's fun because this is like where we'll have conversations and we'll connect with our family and our friends and our guests like that are coming to visit. And then this is a great way to have that food also just kind of settle in a little bit and just lounge throughout the afternoon or evening into the evening.
That's amazing. So, do you do the coffee lunch and dinner, or just lunch? What time of the day?
You can do it anytime.
Anytime?
But like it's better like after a meal.
A meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just the whole process. This is our coffee ceremony. So this is more than just drinking a cup of coffee and then on the go, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a whole ritual. It's an experience.
Okay, guys, this is Ethiopian coffee ceremony.
Amazing.
It's a fresh. In Ethiopia, we make it every morning.
Wow.
When you have some guests, friends, for neighbors,
Yeah.
we enjoy to get together.
Yes. This is very exciting,
It's a
and
fresh, organic.
we have the whole family here,
Yes.
right? This is your mom.
This is my mom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And she made the bread for us.
Yes.
Yes.
My mom made hambasha for us, traditionally Ethiopian bread. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're very excited to get, you know, to trying it. So what do we start with first? Do we pour the coffee first?
No, you have to cut the,
Cut the bread first. Okay. Let's do it.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, so now we're ready for coffee?
Okay,
Or
it's ready. We
Okay.
put this one,
the incense?
the incense. It's coming from the tree. We call it etan.
Eta.
Always with the coffee.
Oh, great. So we smell the coffee and now we smell the incense.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Then we serve the popcorn.
Okay.
You can grab some.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And the bread.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Then the coffee. Okay.
Yeah, some people, you have to ask them first if they want to drink with the coffee, with the sugar
Or not?
or without sugar.
Yeah. No sugar for me.
Okay.
Sugar for me. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
So we start to put.
Wow.
Soft.
Yes. This is the best bread I've ever had.
Hey.
The best bread.
We love to hear it. It's soft center with a nice like crisp edge.
Thank you. So, is there a name for these cups?
So this is finjal.
Finjal?
Yes. And this is jabana.
Javana.
Yes. So this is the clay pot that we use to brew our coffee in.
Oh, wow.
And then coffee, we call it bun.
Bun.
So in Tigrinya it's called bun, and Amharic it's bunna.
But now.
Yes.
Okay. So, are you ready?
Yes.
It's really hot.
Oh, that's good.
Amazing.
Delicious. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. All right, this has been amazing, from the coffee, the bread, the popcorn, the incense, and all the food. And be sure to check the cookbook, Sheba's Kitchen. It's available. You can get it online and from Mother directly. We were at Abyssinia on 5th and Chestnut Street here in downtown Louisville. Thank you for joining us on Dining Around the World in Louisville.
Yes. Thank you so much.
This is amazing. Thank you all. All right, so Tumbun?
Tombun.
Tumbun. Okay. Thank you.